Hello, my name is Christina Montano, and I will be sharing a presentation to paraprofessionals learning about self determination and self advocacy, which can lead to a successful transition plan. The learning objectives of this PowerPoint are: what does self determination and self advocacy mean? How is it learned? How can students express self determination? What's the importance of student involvement in their IEP meetings? And strategies that they can use to support self-determination and self-advocacy. This training will assist paraprofessionals to understand the importance of self-determination and self-advocacy of our students, and it provides some strategies to implement teaching these skills to students with IDD. So what does self-determination and self-advocacy mean? It means when students are developing choice-making skills, decision-making skills, problem-solving skills. It helps them determine goal setting and attainment skills, self-regulation and self-management skills. It helps them develop leadership skills, positive perceptions of control, self-awareness, and self-knowledge. How is self-determination learned? We always need to focus on the positive and focus on the strengths. So this involves paraprofessionals and the support team to encourage students to take risks, make mistakes, and reflect on the outcomes. According to the American Psychological Association and psychologist Richard Ryan, he says reflecting on daydreams helps students decide what is important to them. So, for example, if you are during a morning meeting, you should encourage students to use their imagination, tell stories, fictional or not, so that they can have a sense of what is important to them. You encourage them to test their strengths and limitations while they identify appropriate short and long-term goals, express their goals, and then, of course, take action. Teach students how to express their opinions. How do we do this? So students with IDD have difficulty exerting control over their environment because they may not have the verbal or language skills to make their choices known, and they specifically need to be taught how to express their choices and opinions. So paraprofessionals can teach students how to make choices, set goals, work towards those goals, express their preferences, refuse what they do not want, which is a big one, and ask for or refuse assistance. So we need to make sure that we give this tool to our students and teach them how they can do this. Respecting their choice and helping children develop their skills will create environments where all students can make significant decisions about their lives. Some examples. So making choices. Let the students make mistakes and expose them to the real world. Setting goals. Encourage them to make big and small goals, which will help them have ownership over their own actions. For example, give them leading roles in classes with a goal at the end of the task. Expressing preferences. Give them choices. Use pictures, even using simple face emojis so that children can express how they feel about things and they can choose what they prefer. Refuse. Let children understand that they have the choice and right to say no. Assistance. Always ask children if they want or need assistance, and never assume that they want help. You let them decide when to ask for help or refusal of help. We need to encourage students to lead their IEP meetings whenever possible. This makes the program their own and increases the likelihood that it will be carried out. Students who have self-determination skills and self-advocacy skills have a stronger chance of being successful in making the transition to adulthood, employment, and independence. So what do we do to prepare our students for an IEP meeting? We can practice goal settings and teamwork skills, so they understand their disability. We learn how to ask and accept help. Teach them how to understand their own strengths and needs. Teach them to express their needs and how their needs can be met. And we need to teach them to participate in the process of resolving differences. And during an IEP meeting, these will all be reached. Why is this important? When we teach our students to take responsibility for making their own decisions, society will change our views and expectations of them. Some research has shown that self-determination and positive school experience result in higher grades, better attendance in school, and structured behavior. When people with disabilities have control over their lives and self-advocacy skills, it also promotes self-esteem and self-worth. The result will increase in self-sufficiency and a greater sense of purpose and satisfaction in adulthood. So how do we teach self-determination, and how is it going to be learned? So for example, real-world experience. This involves when we take risks, make mistakes, and reflect on our outcomes. We can do this within the classrooms. It helps the individuals test their strengths and limitations and identify appropriate short and long-term goals. We need to be open with supportive acknowledgement and discussion of their disability. So we need to focus on the positive and steer them away from many experiences where they have its potential for failure. They need to know themselves and understand how their disability might affect learning, relationships, employment, participation in their communities, and a need for supports. With this knowledge, they are better positioned to develop plans, make decisions, and learn from their experience. So here I just have a little picture. It shows evidence-informed strategies to promote children's self-determination. It says you can use choice boards to promote choice making, use lively songs to motivate and improve learning, use self-talk to reinforce concepts, use goal cards to promote self-awareness and goal attainment, and use role play to promote and practice of the concepts. So we can use these strategies with our students to promote self-determination. Remember, promoting self-determination and self-advocacy leads to an easier transition for our students in the future. Here are some of my references. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.